right, I'm joined now on the CanesInSight podcast by a very special guest, new Miami forward, Malik Reneau. Malik, welcome back to Miami.
Yeah, thank you.
Born and raised in the city of Miami, and getting to know you a little bit, getting to introduce ourselves to the fan base. You got, your teammates, on the other side of the camera having some fun with it. We're going to talk to Ernest next. We just spoke to Trey Donaldson a little while ago. So talking about what it's been like to be back in the city. Obviously, you were in Indiana. It was a little bit colder up there, but it's nice probably to get this weather consistently, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's great to be back home, just to be around family, friends, people you've seen like constantly growing up. I just feel like it gives me more motivation and it makes me go even more when I'm, out on the court. Oh, my fault.
All good, man. We got that stuff.
Yeah, but when I'm out on the court, just practicing makes me go even harder. Just knowing that I got people and players and all that stuff that's around me, helping me be the best I could be. So it's pretty good.
Listen, I'm asking all the other guys the same question, but obviously you had belief in Coach Lucas and the vision that he laid out for you. We saw the video when you committed to him, how pumped up he was on the FaceTime. Just talk about that process and why Miami. You had Auburn, Arkansas, Michigan, these other programs in the mix, great programs, but you chose to come back home here. Talk about the decision. Where was the belief coming from?
I mean, yeah, like you said, I had a lot of great, coaches and like schools coming at me, but I feel like with Coach Lucas, he's super young and he got a basketball mind and he just knows a lot, just being around the game so long, and just like the staff that he brought with him. Older, mature, and I know all the staff members that he brought with him. And I just felt real comfortable around the staff, Coach Lucas, and just being able to know that I could talk to my coach like he's 16, 17, or, just like one of us, like if I'm talking to Trey or somebody. So it's like just having that, and being comfortable around my coach, I felt like that was very essential in my recruiting process.
I was talking to Trey about this, but completely new group of guys, right? So basketball is a game of chemistry, and you guys got to gel on the court together.
Absolutely.
So talk to me about how that process has gone. Because listen, it's one thing to be friends off the court and be good with each other on the court, but on the court, how's that process going?
Well, I played with Trey before, so that doesn't have to take too long to get that going with that chemistry. But just seeing Ernest play in the past with Dr. Phillips and stuff, where he used to go to school at and stuff like that, just knowing what he's capable of doing and just mixing it with my game and just building that chemistry together with all the players. We got a lot of young guys that's coming in too, so getting up to going to the college speed and how the game is. We just got to keep working and just knowing that every day we got to get a step better each day.
Yeah, you mentioned playing with Ernest and then some of these other guys. There's going to be it's a big team. You guys got a lot of size, and in today's game, there's so much talk about small ball and spreading you out. But I think that you guys are going to be a tough team on the defensive side of the ball. So talk about how you kind of see that playing out.
Yeah, defensively, I think we're going to be very good. Just 1 through 5, just knowing that we got guards that's going to pressure 94 feet, and being there 94 feet. And we got big mans that's going to, contest at the rim, block shots, all type of stuff that's, good on the defensive end, and just being energetic on that side. Our smaller guards are super energetic and to run for 40 minutes straight. So just having all that energy on the defense side is just going to help us, build runs and get easy baskets on the offensive end, which will just ease up on just half-court offense and stuff like that, just knowing that we got the pressure and the capability of getting multiple stops throughout the game to give us easy baskets. So that's pretty good.
Now, obviously, outside of what the plan and vision was for the team, I'm sure that part of what they laid out to you, the coaches at Coach Lucas, was your development as a player, right?
Yes,
so very productive player at Indiana. We've seen your ability to score around the rim. We've seen your ability as a playmaker as well. Where do you think is that next step for your game this year? And what were the type of things that Coach Lucas was saying in terms of how he planned to utilize you, in this scheme?
Yeah, I think the next jump for me is definitely building that consistent motor where it's like it's turned on from the start of the game to the end of the game. I think that's huge for me. Another thing is just expanding my range out to the perimeter and being confident in my shot and knowing that every shot I take, it got a chance of going in and not thinking the opposite of that. And just believing in my shot. I think I'm pretty solid in the post. Just taking my time even more in the post and playing off two. They've been emphasizing that a lot throughout the whole summer. Just playing off two, being stronger.
Explain what that means for the people who don't know what playing off 2 feet is.
Yeah, just when you finish and you gather your steps, you like plant. You're just both feet are on the ground, and you can use the left, you can use the right. Just
you're not limiting your options off that.
Just when you're playing off one, it's just like you got to go up because you're on one leg. But with two, you could be able to pivot out of the different moves. So just being able and comfortable playing out of two, and just like I said, expanding my range and being confident in my abilities.
So you're a Florida boy, you're a Miami boy.
Yes, sir.
That's kind of a common theme with this roster.
Yeah.
Talk about the pride that you have coming back home. And then, you have all these other guys who are also from the state of Florida. And we'll get into how basketball has been overlooked in South Florida for too long. I think people are starting to recognize it now. But what's it like coming back home now?
I mean, I'm super grateful for the opportunity of coming back, just being able to be home, like I said, and having my family there at the games, and just knowing when I look into the crowd, I can see my dad at the games every single day, or like at every home game. So just having that ability to have that, it just boosted my confidence up even more, because my father hasn't seen me play in a while. So just being able to do that, and then just being around other guys that's from Florida and playing at a high level, and then bringing it back to the U. I think that's just great for the school and for everybody. Just knowing that you got friends and family with you. I think that's the most important thing I keep bringing up.
So, like I said, you're born in Miami. We're talking about it before. You moved at like 16, 17 to Montverde during the COVID times.
Yeah.
But for you, again, coming back here, it's obviously a football town. We understand that Miami, in terms of like high school football, that's what a lot of people talk about South Florida. But the last few years, we've seen a big time. I feel like the talent's always been there, as we know, but it seems to be more of a spotlight on it recently. I think, Columbus being nationally recognized has helped a bit too. But talk about your pride and kind of carrying the South Florida basketball. And I got to ask you about football. Like, did you play football growing up? Did people try to get you, or you all basketball from the beginning?
I mean, I played baseball growing up. I was a little pitcher, outfielder, little things like that. I was a lefty, so everybody thought I was going to pitch. But I started growing so much. My seventh grade year, 8th grade year, I grew to like 6'3", 6'4", and
it's not bad for a pitcher either, though. The height's not bad for a pitcher either.
But it was like I wasn't really taking that sport real serious. It was just like playing around, just having something to do other than just playing basketball.
Right.
But I mean, I felt like it was basketball. I mean, they tried to make me play football at Matter Academy 8th grade year. That didn't work out. As soon as I got hit, it was over for me.
Yeah.
And I just stayed with basketball. And then, I don't know, it just constant summers, working, playing open runs and stuff like that throughout the city, getting older guys to play against, overseas guys, guys that played in high school 5 or 6 years ago, just playing against them every single day throughout the week. It just building that confidence, your skill, it gets you real better. And that's what I used to do, just go to different open runs, whether it was at Matter Academy or it was somewhere else in the city. I was going around playing everybody.
So you're a hooper.
Yeah, I mean, I slowed down on the pickup runs and stuff like that, but when I was younger, I was definitely playing pickup almost every single day, whether it was at Matter Academy or somewhere else around the city. So that was me.
Now you're coming in, obviously there's a lot of vets coming in with you who have been established players at other big time programs and have shown what they are. But who are some of the young guys that have kind of impressed you early?
I'll say Dante, the way he works every single day, you could tell that he really wants it. And also Sheldon, the way he just can just go downhill and just finish at the rim, either hand. he's a really solid player, and I think they're gonna be good. I mean, all our freshmen are pretty good. JJ shoots the ball, the light out of the ball. I mean, J Key brings the effort every single day. So, I mean, all our freshmen are pretty good. You know, just being consistent and keep going every single day. I think that's the most important thing with everybody. So.
I wanted to ask you about kind of, again, growing up in Miami and being here and knowing about the Canes basketball program. I don't remember them really being a big factor in your recruitment the first time around, which we don't have to go through that story, but I just wanted to know like what your perception was of the program growing up. Obviously, it was a growing program at that time. And then you got a chance you played against them a couple of years ago. So it's kind of a full circle thing.
Yeah, I mean, my first time getting recruited by the U, it was Coach Caputo, if you know who that is. Yep. So yeah, he was recruiting me. But I think when I was thinking about it, I was just being like, Coach L, he may leave in a couple of years. Like, I'm not being that he left and stuff like that. But when it was like 2022, I just didn't know. Yeah. So, and then like NIL just made it even worse. So it's like I didn't want to like, I don't know, like, because the U was up there in my top schools, but I had a lot of Florida schools in my top. So, I mean, I definitely was considering staying home a lot that first time we're getting recruited. But then that second time, the recruitment, it was I just switched. I had to like, it was like, I don't know, I got to go.
The light came on.
Yeah, it was like, go somewhere else. And then I did 3 years at IU, which, you know, I never regretted those 3 years or nothing like that. It was a great 3 years, but, you know, coming here is like a refresh, a reset, and I want to show everybody that I've been working this whole summer and put the games in.
Well, Malik, Canes fans are very excited, and again, it sounds like you're pumped up to be able to play in front of your dad, your fam. So we'll see you out there at the Watsco later this year.
Yes, sir.
Looking forward to it, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.